Hello, I'm Reverend Kenny Callahan, the pastor of Metropolitan Community Church of Richmond. Hear these words from John's story, the first chapter, verse 10. The Word was coming into the world, was in the world, and though the world was made through the world didn't recognize it. Can you imagine the heartbreak in this verse? Or maybe it's less about hearing and more about feeling. Imagine, if you will, coming home after a long journey and finding no one there. No lights on in the house, no movement, no activity. What you'd imagine would be a joyful reunion is instead silence, emptiness, and loneliness. Except it's not just that. This isn't like coming home to an empty house. This is more like coming home to your home, your house, that is filled with energy and activity, with people talking and bustling around as if there's a holiday party going on. But when you reach for the front door, you find that the lock has been changed. And when you ring the bell, someone comes to the door, and it's someone that you know, someone that you love. In fact, it's someone that you've known and loved for years, and yet that person doesn't know you, doesn't recognize you, doesn't acknowledge you. In fact, your very presence, your insistence that you know this person deeply and want to come in makes this person extremely nervous. That's more the feeling that John is describing. John describes Jesus as the Word that was from the beginning a part of all things, the Word that was woven into the very fabric of creation and continues to pulse through the world, giving it life and vitality. The Word that is part of everything and everyone, including each and every one of us. And yet when Jesus, the Word, comes to the world to offer its light, the world does not recognize him, acknowledge him, or welcome him home. We didn't recognize him. We didn't acknowledge him. We didn't welcome him home. The Word was coming into the world, was in the world, and though the world was made through the world didn't recognize it. That's the heartache, the tragedy that drives this story from John. The heartache and tragedy that God will go to any lengths to rectify, mediate, heal, and redeem. The truth is, we can get so caught up in all the things we think constitute our life that we miss life itself. May we open our hearts to sense God's presence, God's grace, God's light and love around us, and may we pause in wonder this Advent season with joy and give thanks for all of God's gifts of light and life.